What's going on, guys? So I only have 3 minutes, so I need to be quick with this. In relation to the police yesterday discharging a potentially lethal round at protesters who were at a distance, who were unarmed. Anyone who's sitting there applauding the actions of Victoria Police yesterday, you need to understand justification use of force under Section 462 of the Crimes Act, which is the section that the police are bound by. So to anyone who wants to argue that I don't know what I'm talking about, I'm going to recite it to you now word for word. A person may use such force not disproportionate to the objective as he believes on reasonable grounds to be necessary to prevent the commission, continuance or completion of an indictable offence, or to effect or to assist in effecting the lawful arrest of a person committing or suspected of committing any offence. Now, please understand, Section 462 of the Crimes Act is justification of force, which is what the police are bound by when using any type of force. Now, understand that the protesters were unarmed and at a distance. It was not necessary to discharge a potentially lethal round at unarmed people. Now, to anyone who would argue that a rubber bullet is not potential lethal force, understand that whether it's a firearm discharging a lead round or a firearm discharging a rubber bullet, it is still potential lethal force. It is still on the same level of force. Now, if that rubber bullet had hit someone's throat or their eye or their temple, okay, or any other part of the body that could have caused major trauma that would subsequently have led to death, that is potential lethal force. The next part you need to understand within Section 462A, it says to prevent an indictable offence. To prevent the commission, continuance or completion of an indictable offence. Protesting, standing up for your rights, peacefully assembling to fight the actions of a tyrannical government is not an indictable offence and does not warrant that excessive use of force. The 6 proofs of assault are a direct or indirect application of force by a person to a person without a lawful excuse with an intent to harm. There was no lawful excuse yesterday for those people to be using that firearm. That was assault, 100% beyond the shadow of a doubt. So to anyone out there who was applauding the actions of Victoria Police yesterday, saying you should have shot the ferals, understand that next time you might have had enough and you might come to the point that you want to stand out with these people next time. And then you might be standing in front of these people that are unlawfully using force against you. So in closing, the actions of Victoria Police yesterday was an abomination, and the 2 officers that discharged those rounds at unarmed people at a distance should be losing their licenses, and anyone who was a part of it who gave the order should also lose their job.